Network Entertainment.
Shocking, sad, revealing, and deeply researched, PH Murder Stories podcast covers the true account of infamous killings and true crime stories from the Philippines.
There's no such thing as questions, just hidden answers. Stay tuned as we revisit the inconceivable crimes that exist.
Some listeners may find the following content of PH Murder Stories highly disturbing due to its graphic nature. PH Murder Stories does not condone nor promote violence of all sorts.
Viewer discretion is advised.
In the province of Negros Occidental, the bodies of 58-year-old Kevin Fleischauer, a former U.S. Navy, and his Filipina wife, 60-year-old Lolly, were found inside a 20 feet deep well near their home after being missing for over 2 weeks. Their fellow church members at Open Door Baptist Church had been worried about the couple after not hearing from them for over a week. With the help of authorities, they were led to a well that was emitting a strong, foul odor.
As they initially suspected, the authorities found the bodies of Kevin and Lolly Fleischauer in the well. Upon inspection of the couple's residence, it became more glaring that the motive behind the killings was robbery.
You are listening to the PH Murder Stories podcast. This is the 10th episode of Season 4. Shout out to Bingo Plus for sponsoring this episode.
Kevin Fleischauer was in the U.S. Navy stationed at Subic Bay Naval Base. It was there where he met his wife, Lolly, who grew up in Hiningaran, Negros Occidental. The couple moved to South St. Paul in Minnesota after Kevin's 4-year stint in the Navy. Together, they had a daughter named Sheila. In 1999, the couple returned to the Philippines, running an organic farm on over 3 acres of land in the province. They grew vegetables and taught agriculture to the community. The couple returned to Minnesota to be with their daughter after she was diagnosed with brain cancer. She died at the age of 37. Kevin and Lolly returned to the Philippines as they planned to sell their land before returning to the US to be with their grandson and the rest of the family.
Fast forward to 2015. Lolly and Kevin's lifeless bodies were discovered between August 16 and August 17. According to Senior Inspector Lawrence Gerald Batan, the authorities went to the Fleischauer home after members of the Open Door Baptist Church reported that he and his wife, 60-year-old Lolly, had been missing for over a week. On August 16, the Open Door Baptist Church members went to the couple's home to check on them. Upon further investigation of the couple's house, the main door was damaged, while the bedroom door was slightly open. Their vehicle, a Mitsubishi Adventure, was still in the garage. Signs of robbery were also found at their home, with over 400,000 pesos missing. On the morning of August 17, the police discovered Kevin's body inside a 20-foot deep well, which was around 30 meters from his home. His head had been bashed and bore stab wounds on his forehead and nape. Reports were that the well was emitting a strong, foul odor. Lolly's body was found the following morning in the same well. Her head had also been bashed and she suffered multiple broken bones.
From August 17 until the following day, The authorities arrested 4 suspects, ages 17 to 25 years old, whom the couple employed as laborers at their farm. The suspects admitted to robbing and killing the people on August 4 by hitting them with a piece of wood. Kevin, after being unconscious, was thrown into the well. The authorities identified the suspects as 25-year-old Randy Nunez, 18-year-old Raymart Medel, 17-year-old Toto Mede, and 19-year-old Randy Perez. According to Chief Inspector Eduardo Corpus, there was no resistance from the suspects because they were caught by surprise. They were reportedly seen leaving the Fleischauer home at around 8 on the evening of August 4. They did not return to work the following day. Instead, they went to their home in Sagay City. According to the suspects, they did the grisly crime because the couple had been treating them poorly. They were made to work from early morning until late evening and were only given sardines and noodles as sustenance. Their salary was only 1,600 pesos every month. They were given little time for breaks as they were forced to return to work immediately. They also said that the couple often got mad at them. However, according to Lolly's sister, 𝙍𝙤𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗, the Fleischauers were excellent and generous.
The items recovered from the suspects were 15,000 pesos cash, $461 or at least 20,000 pesos at the time, jewelry, 2 laptops, 5 cell phones, an MP3 player, a 9mm parabellum pistol with 1 magazine and 7 live ammunition, a wallet, a cell phone charger, and an electric grinder. With the money and items they stole, the suspects went on a spending binge. They even gave their relatives money after telling them that Kevin had already left the country. In 2 weeks, Kevin and Lolly's friends started to worry after not hearing anything from them. The arrest was successful thanks to the help of the community, particularly the Open Door Baptist Church. The authorities, guided by Pastor Nelson Conanap, were informed that the suspects were from Sagay. They coordinated with Murcia Police to go with the arrest. During the interrogation, the suspects told authorities that they were earning very little money while they were working for the Fleischauer couple. The police have charged the suspects with robbery and homicide.
Killing to prove a point will never produce a good outcome. This should serve as a lesson to the 4 young men who decided to take matters into their own hands, rather than reporting their grievances to the authorities. Assuming what they claimed behind the reason for killing the Fleischauer couple was true. Thank you for listening to PH Murder Stories.
If you like this episode, give us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
You can also support our show on Patreon. Any amount you donate would benefit our team to keep doing what we love, which is to provide more true crime episodes for our listeners. Link in the description.
For further updates from our show, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at PH Murder Stories. And subscribe to our YouTube channel at PH Murder Stories.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.